Hey, y'all. Look at us. We're
Hello.
back 2 weeks in a row. Oh, my
We
gosh.
said we would be back.
We're back
Yeah,
on
yeah.
it. Hey, did you just redo your lashes right now? I just noticed
Mhm.
again. Look at me noticing now. The
Oh
first
my
time she did her lashes,
god.
I was like, oh, I didn't even
That's
notice.
so funny. He didn't. Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, they
But
look really
good job.
good.
Good job for
I really like
noticing.
that you're like a little bit
I'm
more
trying to
feminine
be a
now.
little. I'm trying. I have the body, and I want to like
She
dress
said,
it
I'm
up.
feminine now. I
I'm
always feel like you were
trying.
semi-feminine, though. It's not like you're like butch. You know what I mean?
True.
You know, like
Very.
you're my Auntie Manea.
Shout out Auntie Minnie. I love her. She's
That's as
fun.
butch as butch could get right there. Y'all, we have quite a controversial one for you today,
Oh
but
yeah.
I told Genevieve before, y'all know I've said it before. This podcast, we're talking about Annie and everything, and this is a hot topic. And so many people were tagging me in this on TikTok, and I was like, I don't want to talk about this on my main channel. I want to talk about it on the podcast,
Mhm.
especially I wanted to talk about it with a woman. So I was like, this is very fitting. But that'll be the main topic of today's video, as
Mhm.
usual. Of course, we're going to start off with our yucks or yums, but I want to ask you guys a question from the jump of this. If you guys do not recall, I used to have a segment here on the podcast of Would You Rather. And I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. I completely forgot that I had that Would You Rather.
That
So
sounds
should we get back to
fun.
it?
That sounds
Yeah.
fun.
Because we used to do like Would You Rather and like, so we would have like 3 Would You Rathers. But I think maybe 3 is just probably a little too much. Maybe we'd do 2 each. But it would
Yeah,
be like,
that's fine.
Would you rather suck a fart out of freaking Joe Rogan's butthole or would you rather eat dirt? Like, you know what I mean? Just some
Give me the dirt. He's
crazy.
so short. I can't. He's so short.
Give me, I just, I don't know, random, just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, anyways, if you guys want that back, let me know. Cause I was like, I was editing this last podcast and I go, wait, like, literally, I had the yucks and yums and then it would always go into the would you rathers and
Oh,
then it
that's
would
so
go into the
funny.
hot topics. And I'm like, I completely
Okay,
cut
we
out a
end up.
segment here.
I say my vote is to bring it back.
Yeah, let us know if you guys want the
Yeah.
would you rathers back. I know some people got a little offended before because we were putting out some outlandish things. Like, do you know who Natalia Grace is?
No.
Oh my gosh, she's like have you ever heard of the movie The Orphan? It's about like this
The
girl
little girl,
who pretended to be like a kid,
and
but then
she's
she was
like
really a
crazy.
doll.
Yes, yeah.
So this is like the real life version of her because they don't know her age, and
That's
she's from
crazy.
like
Oh wait,
Romania.
the short,
Yes.
yes. Oh my
So,
god.
dude, we would be like,
Oh
would you
yeah.
rather lick her boot or make out with Gypsy Rose and
Oh
her
my
gold teeth?
god.
I was like,
No.
damn, people were like, but
Oh,
you know
that's
what, y'all,
wild.
we don't care about getting canceled, straight up, okay? But anyways, let us know if you guys want that back. Let's go ahead and start off with
Ooh.
our yuck and yum.
Let's see. My first yuck. I hate maintaining my weight. First of all,
Dude,
maintaining
forever a struggle, huh?
literally maintaining everything. I hate maintenance. Like, why do I gotta get oil
Nails, hair.
change, nail
Oh, I need an
change?
oil change. You just reminded me.
Yeah, like why?
Can
Like
it just
getting
do it
gas.
itself?
Like, come on. Like honestly, everything is a subscription nowadays. If
Yeah.
I could pay monthly to be the weight, a specific weight, I literally would. I don't care what the price would be. I would
I'm sure
literally.
there is something like that with the people that do the cool sculpting, you know, that cool
No,
sculpting
I don't want
stuff.
to have to do anything. That's maintenance right there. Having
Oh,
to go
true.
do something, I don't want to have to do anything. You just give. Here's my debit card. This I
Y'all
want to
scan my
be.
barcode.
Literally, I
Boop.
just want to be 170, and that's what I want. I don't want to have to deal with it. I can eat whatever I want. Like I hate maintenance.
Dude. But especially weight maintenance, so I feel like that's like
Oh
the
my god, I
worst.
hate having to worry about my
You
weight.
know what's funny is talking about an oil change. I hate being gay going to get an oil change because I don't know jack diddly shit about cars. And then oh shit, and then like the way they talk to me, I'm like, I don't know. I'm like,
That's
yeah,
so
do whatever.
funny.
I'm like,
I
I
have
don't
a husband.
know.
I don't know. I don't deal with that. Sorry, I don't. I think he changes
Lucky.
the oil himself. Yeah, I
Oh really?
don't. Yeah.
Oh, see, I mean, you know what's so crazy is my sister knows how to do that. she's she's
Okay,
she's
Andy.
manly, that big burly back.
I mean, it comes in handy if you don't
It
have a handyman.
does.
Yeah.
So wait, you only have one yuck
Oh
this
no!
week?
Oh my god, I got excited. Hold
I'm
on.
Genevieve at her list.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so my nephew's birthday is coming up, and we go to Chuck E. Cheese. He has like a membership.
I
You
thought
can
you were gonna say
go.
you were gonna dress up as a Ninja Turtle.
I mean, he already had a Ninja Turtle birthday, so we're on to different things. But he has a Chuck E. Cheese pass where you can go every day and you get 100 points or whatever, 100 picking. Yeah,
Oh,
you can go every day, and we literally go all the time, and our goal is to like get a lot of tickets.
tickets, right? To earn
And
earn
I want
rewards.
to go to Chuck E. Cheese and surprise him with a bunch of fucking tickets, but I can't go by myself because I'll look like a creep, and I don't
Just an
have
adult like showing up.
literally just me going to the Chuck E. Cheese like, oh hey,
And you
I just
can't purchase like tickets. You can't like that's not a thing.
I'm not doing that. He literally can go every day and get 100 games.
Yeah.
So I just want to go and like after work and just go play the 100 games real quick.
Oh, got you to
And
get the
yeah, because we got up
tickets.
to like 6,000 points, and we just want all the points. Like that's our thing, and I just want to surprise him. with the fucking card with a bunch of points. But if I go to the Chuck E. Cheese by myself, I'm gonna look
I'ma
like a
keep it real with you. Yeah, it
pedo.
kind of would look a little like,
Yeah, so
why is
like,
this a
and
random
like,
adult here just
why?
playing?
Literally, like, totally, I
They're gonna
totally
be like,
get
go to Dave and
it.
Buster's.
I totally get it, but like,
Yeah. You know
so
what?
that's why it's my yuck because I really want to do it, but I don't want to look like a pedo. Like, come,
For
and
real.
I would.
They'd be like, hey, she's over here scouting
Call the
kids.
manager. Like, yeah, like I would
Or
be
no, I don't think
escorted
you would look like a
out.
freaking pedo. I think that you would look like like someone who's like
A groomer.
What's her name? Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh
Like
my
someone
god!
who's
Oh my god! A trafficker.
Yeah,
See, like,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
See, no,
That's what
I'm
you would
just
look
there to
like.
collect points for my nephew to surprise him. But no, so I gotta figure out something else
Especially
to do.
imagine if you show up every day.
Dude, it's like
They would be
seriously,
like,
there's only like
oh.
one Chuck E. Cheese like close.
They're
I'm
all
like,
checking Megan's Law. They're like, hold on, let's see. Does
dude,
this
like,
does
is
she
she
fit the
registered?
description?
Yeah, is that her checking pictures and stuff? So like,
Oh, damn.
I wish I could go to the Chuck E. Cheese by myself, but I don't.
I'm just
wanna
keeping
look
it real. That
weird.
would look a
Yeah,
little bit awkward.
and
It
I know, and
would.
that's why it's my yuck.
Yeah. Well, that's
Some
that's a very
BS.
valid yuck. Well, how about your yums? Let's offset that.
Let's see. I only have one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I was a little downer this week, but the holidays are coming.
I know. Aren't you excited for
I
fall weather?
my house is already decorated for
She
Halloween.
literally told me last week that
hmm
her house was already
It's
decorated. I
been
said,
decorated
damn.
since like the second.
Oh my
I have
god.
lights up and everything. My whole.
They don't even got pumpkin spice lattes at Starbucks yet.
I
What the
am
hell?
already finished with my. I have like 1/4 left of a pumpkin creamer.
Oh, they already started selling it already?
Yeah, it's from Walmart.
Oh my god, I
Pumpkin
didn't
pie
know
creamer.
that.
Yeah, the great value.
Have you tried the pumpkin cream cold foam?
No,
Delish.
it
Delish.
sounds like it would be
Okay,
delish.
I'm such a fat ass last year, okay? Like
Mm.
during Thanksgiving, I believe it was, we had some pumpkin pie cold foam. Why did I put it on a slice of pumpkin
I was
pie?
about to say. I was literally. Oh yeah.
I said, let's amplify this flavor. And,
That
and that's why I'm
sounds.
fat.
Yeah, and that sounds delicious.
It sounds real good. Hey, I'm excited for that. But hopefully, I won't be such a freaking gorger by then, because I just binge eat, all the
Thick as
time.
hell.
Yep.
I don't have fat friends. Sorry.
Hmm.
I know you didn't look at me like
I literally told
that.
her today, I was like, hey, do you have your faja on? Because when she walked in, I was like, damn, her stomach looked
No faja.
flat. Did you
I'm
see
just.
how everybody was roasting Cardi B's stomach? I kind of feel bad for her.
Does it look weird? I know
It
she
looks
looks. I know she
weird.
looks. She looks a little weird because of her
They were
body,
like,
but
she should sue whoever did her, like, surgery or whatever. Because I was like, oh, like, I don't like, obviously judging people's bodies and whatnot. But she's always been thin though, so
yeah.
that's why
So
I'm
what
just
does
kind of
it
like,
look like?
I'll show you after. But it
Okay.
looks just weird, like ripply, and like there's like dents, like it's just
Oh, like
something's
my
off.
ass.
You have dents in your ass?
Yeah.
Oh, even I feel like when you were big, you didn't.
I
Or
always
maybe
had.
now that you got small.
I had. I don't know. I feel like I always had a little cellulite.
I don't think so. Yeah,
Really?
because I feel like when we used to go to the beach, you would wear your little two piece, or not two
Oh.
piece, but what is it
Well,
called?
now I do. Maybe it's because I'm old now.
For real,
Yeah.
freaking gravity setting in.
hmm
My yuck is so stupid,
Mm.
but so 10 days, you guys. This how responsible I'm being, okay? Because I was going to the casino every single week, right? But it's because I've been so on top of my filming that I got so many videos ahead.
Yeah.
Which I'm only
Nice.
two ahead right now. So I'm like,
Oh damn.
that's why I'm like,
Oh
oh,
yeah. We
my
need to
parents are going
go.
tomorrow, and that's why I'm going. I'm going with Genevieve literally right after we film right now. So y'all make sure you guys subscribe to the channel over there, cause oh my god, I forgot to say this on my main channel. I literally just had an epiphany that because I do my main channel is drama commentary. This is obviously commentary. I go, why don't we have hot topics for when we film at the casino, so that
Oh
way I
yeah.
could coexist my channels.
That'd be.
So that way we're like gossiping
Ooh.
while we're filming. I go, why didn't I not think about that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's gonna be one thing, but that's not my yuck. That actually is like a yum. But
That's smart.
so last Thursday, so literally 10 days ago, I went with my parents to the casino, and I guess y'all, when I don't drive, I get tipsy. And
As you
girl,
should.
exactly. I was like, hey, my dad, he's the one driving. I don't gotta worry about driving, so YOLO. And on top of that too, the casino that we go to on Thursdays has Thursday, so the beer's only $5. So
Oh.
exactly.
Okay.
So please tell me why. I guess my ass was so tipsy,
What'd you
okay,
do?
that I just looked in my bag right now because I wanted to make sure my little mini microphones are charged. I
Yeah.
had a freaking $20 ticket in there. And
Oh,
remember
you
how
don't leave. Oh my
yes,
gosh.
I
Oh
know. And it
shit.
expires in 30 days, and I was like, I'm not going back. It's down.
Oh, far.
Yeah, yep.
Oh.
So I'm like, oh, we're not even going there. So I feel like that damn casino is getting a free $20,
They
and it's
really
like,
are.
at least I could one time, okay. And I'm not trying to sound crazy because I know people are like, okay, it's like $20, like whatever. If you would have gambled it, you may have lost. But I think I told you when I was out there in Arizona, you guys, I had a $20 ticket. I put it into the freaking line
Oh
link
yeah.
machine, and I ended up building up to $1,000 off $20. So you just don't know in the casino. see know what that $20
Very
could turn
true.
into. So I'm kind of bitter about that because
Yeah.
me and Genevieve were blacked out drunk, which by the way, we didn't even tell you guys in last episode, our Vegas
Oh,
story. So
yeah.
where I fell on the ground and decided to sleep on the ground in front of a Buffalo
We
Link
were
freaking
both
machine.
sleeping. Yeah. Oh my
And
gosh.
she had said that some man came to like wake me up to ask if I was okay. And I woke up in the morning. First of all, don't remember anything. Literally. Like, I don't remember being on the floor. I don't remember getting to the room. All of these things. But tell me why I had my ticket. I had my ticket.
Yeah.
$230
And the
ticket.
next day we went and cashed it.
Yes. So I'm like, how did I
Miss the 20.
like
Yeah.
I've never have done that. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
like, what the hell? Like
Yeah, that's
I was a little
wild.
bit bitter about that, but then I was like, you know what? It's okay. Like maybe it'll come back around. And I feel like, you know,
Hopefully.
it happens, I guess, sometimes.
Maybe you'll find a 20 on the floor or something.
Legit, you
Yeah.
know? My yum is, which I had wrote this down 2 days ago. Okay. Is because I was like planning ahead or whatever, and I was like excited that I started eating healthier again. Because I just had been doing
Skin tea.
well. So the past 2 days, I kind of ate bad. I went over
Oh.
to Rose's house on Friday, and she got pizza.
Oh.
And yes, we had those Sun Cruisers. You remember the Sun Cruisers? I'm obsessed with that. Remember I gave you a blueberry one?
Oh.
It's those like
the
new
the little can drinks.
yes,
Yeah.
they're like tea or lemonade, and they're
Whatever.
I just totally spit everywhere. They're like yeah, and they don't have bubbles or anything.
Yeah.
Those are dangerous. Even Rosa was like, wait, like these go down too smooth. If you guys have had like any bariatric surgery, these are the drink for you. They only have 1 gram of sugar. They're only 100
Or not,
calories.
because they are dangerous.
They're super. You can't taste the
Yeah.
alcohol in them, and they have like tea flavors. But the blueberry lemonade, Sun Cruiser, tag them and tell them that they need to freaking make a blueberry pack, okay? Because that blueberry one, oh, it's divine.
Yeah, you can't taste anything.
So I had a couple of those, and I ain't gonna lie, I had 4 slices of pizza, but I had already wrote this down, so. Cause y'all, when I get tipsy, I get hungry,
yeah.
you know.
We
So,
can eat when we drink. Yeah.
but for the most part, though, for the majority of the week, I started eating healthier again, which has been really hard for me to do. So I'm trying to get
job
it
on
back.
that.
I know. I hope that I can make it stick because you guys, I'm so tired of being fat. Like I really am, but. Like Genevieve said, like, I will do anything to be skinny except diet and exercise. You know what I mean? Like, just give me
Count
any
me
shot.
out
Give me,
then, yeah.
put me back on Zepbound. Put me on freaking any shots there are out there. Like,
Give me
whatever.
some surgeries.
For
Yeah, I
real.
won't. Sorry.
No, legit. That's like the only thing that I'm scared of. And you know what's so crazy? I think I told you guys this before. Is the only reason why I'm scared to get weight loss surgery is because I just love to drink so much. I know I sound like an alcoholic, but Genevieve knows I don't really
But-
drink that much.
No, not anymore. Yeah.
It's like I drink once a week. I don't think that's that bad, you know?
But
Which,
I think you should. I'm all
For
for getting
real.
surgeries. Shit.
well, yeah. Anyways, y'all, we'll see one day in the future.
Hold
What? What?
I had a glitch in the Matrix.
Oh, let's hear it. I love
situation.
a glitch in the Matrix.
Oh my god, I totally forgot to tell you. Okay, so I bought a faja from Ross, okay? And it's one of those like a boy short one,
Mhm.
and it's like an open bust. And I tried it on when I got home, and it was comfortable around the waist, but it made my butt look weird. So I told my husband, I told Nigel, oh, like I like it for at home, but I don't think I'll wear it out.
Because
This
it like
was
shapes you weird, or what?
it like cuts my butt, like it's tight on the butt. Yeah, my
Oh.
butt is she big. And I just told Nigel I'll wear it in the house. I don't like this style.
yeah.
Why was and that was like a couple weeks ago. Why was I doing laundry? And I washed the faja and then I dried it and I was folding my clothes. Why was there 2 of the fajas, same brand, same size? And I was freaking out because I wouldn't buy. I told
You're like, I
Nigel,
wouldn't buy 2 of
I
those
literally
same ones that
wouldn't-
you said
I
you didn't
literally
like.
said I didn't like this style. I'll just wear it in
Do
the
you
house.
think there was 2
No,
together?
no, that's what Nigel said too. Like, oh, maybe it was a pack. No,
Yeah.
no, it was like an $8.99 faja. It was like a streamlined size medium. What are they?
One
it
of
was
your
there- I
sisters don't
2.
have one?
No, nobody wears fajas in the house. There's 2. I have 2 of those damn fajas at my house right now, and I don't know where they came from. I know where one came from.
Yeah, you're
I
like,
don't
one
know.
came from Ross, the other
Yeah.
one came from an alternate universe.
Yeah, I don't know where the other one came from, but I have 2 of those now. Yeah, and I know for a fact I would not have bought.
Because you
I
specifically
literally
said you
specifically
don't.
said I don't like the way it makes my butt look. So so
Did you eat an edible before you went
No,
shopping?
no,
Imagine she's
I
over there at
swear to
Ross and
God.
she's buying 2.
I bought it when I was at work. Yeah, so I was completely sober and everything.
Oh.
Yeah. And now there's 2.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't like that. I
That's
can't
like the
believe that's
opposite
you.
version of how everyone says, where do your socks go? Like, how come you put 2 socks inside the freaking washer and dryer
Literally,
and then one's missing and
yeah.
stuff?
But like my thing is, if you're gonna give me a faja, give me an expensive faja. Like
Yeah,
that
for
faja was like
real.
literally $8.99. I have literally fajas that are $150. Why can't you give me 2 of
Universe, give the
those?
expensive one.
Literally, not the cheap Ross
You're all,
one,
give
but
me a freaking Kimura, what's that brand? Kimura Shaper or whatever. Back in the day, those used to be like,
Oh,
Rosie used to
the-
work for the call center for that. and they
that's
were
so
like, they were
funny.
like the expensive ones. I
Oh,
think it's called
shit.
like Kimura or something like that. And
I don't
No
remember.
affiliation to Kimura Lee, but you know, it was
I don't remember.
Kimura
But yeah, now I
something.
have 2 of those fajas still at my house, and I don't know.
Can I have the other one?
Of course, if it fits you, yeah, totally.
Can you imagine being a freaking booty short
It's
faja?
literally open bust, booty short.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I don't need my boobs looking any
Yeah.
bigger. These are ridiculous right here. Oh my god. Well, moving on, y'all. We got some. Okay, this is not a hot topic, so let me not say this is a hot topic, but I just learned about this and I wanted to
Learned.
ask you. I know. I literally caught that after too. I'm all learned. Have you heard of the broken bone theory?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I just found out about this and I was like, oh my god. I was like, it actually makes sense. It like was kind of low key going viral on Twitter. Have you ever broken a bone?
No.
Okay, that's crazy. So this is the theory, okay? And neither have I. They say people that haven't broken a bone because they haven't experienced physical pain in life from a broken bone, that
Uh-huh.
they experience pain in other ways. But it's so crazy because I swear when I wrote this on the list, I was like, I think maybe you've broken a bone. Because it says that people who haven't broken a bone, they'll experience emotional pain, mental pain, like,
Mm.
different types of
Yeah.
pain versus physical pain.
Yeah.
So I was sitting over here like, damn, like I feel like people go through trauma, whether it be physical or whether it be emotional slash mental,
Yeah.
So I was sitting over here like, oh, that explains some of the struggles that I've went through in my life. But I was like, why did I feel like you have broken a bone? Because I don't feel like you haven't really been, unless you, I don't know. Well, you are a type of person. I will say this, like you do kind of like keep things in. I feel like.
I think the thing I struggled most with in my whole entire life, like even though I was my fat ass fat, when I was losing weight, I
Yeah, that's like with
that
the
was the only time I
yeah.
ever struggled. I would cry getting dressed, and I was literally losing weight every day. I would literally cry. It was so
But
crazy.
you know what's so crazy is that's actually pretty common too.
Yeah, no, that's I had to go to a therapist, and she literally made me put post-it notes with fucking
So maybe that was
effing.
your
I feel
emotional,
like that's my
your emotional
emotional.
trauma
Yeah,
or
that was the
whatever.
hardest thing I've ever done. I've never done anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so curious. So
Oh,
if you
that and my dad dealing with my
Oh, yeah,
Alzheimer's.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was rough.
Oh, yeah, see, there you
Yeah,
go. So that's
yeah,
what I'm saying. So they say that like certain people, I guess. So here's the theory is
yeah. What's
that
the
people who
theory?
have had like a broken bone, they may not necessarily go through as much emotional slash mental pain
Dang,
as
give me
somebody
a
who hasn't
broken
broke. So literally,
bone.
so the quote tweet on top of that had said, God, I'm tired. Please break my arm
For
today. I
real,
was like, damn. But I was
sheesh.
thinking about it and I go, wait, I've never broken a bone. And I was like, damn, everything that's like been traumatic in my life has all been emotional, mental things. You know what I mean? It's never been physical. So that's why I'm just kind of like, huh, this little theory. And it was my first time seeing it. So I thought
I
I'd put it on
mean,
there. I thought I was like, hey, because I feel like, I don't
that's
know.
interesting.
I was thinking about like us being friends for so long. And I was like, I don't feel like you've ever been through like a emotional crisis. But then as soon as like you
No.
mentioned that, I remember that you were going through it
The only
about the
thing was
weight.
the body dysmorphia, and that
Yeah.
fucked me
I
up.
know. But you know what's so crazy? Watching my 600-pound life has really taught me that a lot of people go through that,
Oh
that
yeah.
they lose weight and end up having body dysmorphia. But they were fine
Yeah.
before,
Yeah, literally, because I was big as hell, flaunting it off, but
Yeah. You guys,
oh,
she and I always would give her props, and it's so crazy too, because all my other homegirls would be like, damn, I wish I could be like Genevieve, because legit, she was the biggest of like all my homegirls. She was big, big. And she'd be out there with her tatas out. She'd be out there in a
not
beach.
the
Freaking,
tatas.
she'd be with
I
a
was in Ibiza with no shirt
yeah,
on. Yeah, at the
literally,
beach.
she did
Yeah,
not care.
I
Like, she was like,
didn't.
oh, it's a topless beach? Okay. You
And then
know,
I got skinny, and oh my god, I was messed
I think what it is
up.
maybe because like when you're big, maybe you just are kind of like, okay, like this is how I am. It is what it
I
is.
feel
And
like
then
my
when
body changed so quick, and my mind didn't have time to
to
keep up with
adjust,
it. Yeah, she
well, you
was
did,
struggling.
like,
Yeah. Well, the
girl.
first month after the weight loss surgery, I lost, I think, 28 pounds.
Yeah,
The first month.
that's a lot,
Yeah.
girl. And not to mention the first year, because I feel like the first year you were like
Literally,
gone.
my biggest was 350, and my smallest was like 330,
Yeah,
336,
136.
136.
Yeah,
Like,
and I feel like she really did that
wild,
within the span of a year, legit.
wild,
So,
wild. Yeah.
well, hey, luckily it's
Mm,
coming back around though.
I mean,
It's
I'm
been
getting
6 years, girl.
yeah, it has. But
If you don't
my
get it
stomach
together
is
by
still
now.
small though.
Oh yeah, she could barely
I
even
can
eat,
barely
you
eat.
guys.
Yeah,
I feel like
it kind of makes me mad sometimes, because you know how sometimes you just want to be
crave food.
fat.
Yep.
Like,
Uh-huh.
and the other day I was craving potato salad, and I made it and everything. I took one bite, and haven't touched the rest. It's still in my refrigerator.
Yeah, I will even say this, like even when she's tipsy, like she'll still only take a couple bites. I'm like,
I can eat more
girl,
though,
you
but I still
could,
can't
but
eat
not
as
a
much.
lot though,
Yeah, not a
girl.
lot.
Like when we get Taco Bell, like
Yeah,
I literally only see you eat half a burrito still, and we're tipsy.
and
Like
that's
I'm like,
yeah.
girl, you
But I
can't
be
finish a whole
trying. I be
burrito.
trying so hard to be
Hey, well, you
eating.
got your money's
Yeah,
worth with that surgery, girl.
absolutely.
Next up, oh, okay, so we're actually moving on to hot topics now,
Hot
okay?
topics.
Did you see that Luigi Mangione pleaded guilty?
I love him. I knew he would, because he ain't going, like, if you say you're not guilty,
But I wonder
that's kind
why
of,
all of a sudden now he did it.
I feel like, because if you say you're not guilty, that's kind of not standing on ground, like not standing 10
And it's
toes
kind of
down.
like,
He did
homie,
it.
you're on video.
Yeah,
Like,
like you did it for a reason. You did it because all the what is it? Corruptness, blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
the insurance corruptness,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, if you're gonna say you didn't do it, I feel like that's
Well,
not standing
and
10 toes
they have a
down.
substantial amount of evidence against him,
That
so I
too.
guess where it's kind
That
of like at that
too.
point you might as well just say you did it. But here's the point that I was like mind blown about is that apparently, allegedly, okay, because I'm gonna be real with you guys, I didn't watch or listen. I don't even know if this is a public court case, but they had put it on quotes in Twitter that supposedly he had said, well, he took the stand or whatever. He goes, it's really crazy that I reached out to the insurance company for his mom and got no
Oh
word
yeah, I
back.
saw this.
And then supposedly he pretended to be an investor of billions of
And they
dollars and
wanted
they
to
wrote back in a
respond to that.
day.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, like it is really crazy. Like I think it's really bad that like someone had to die, and I think that that's unfortunate because he was a dad
It is
and
unfortunate, but I mean, if these people don't want to change, some
well,
stuff's going to
this where I was
happen.
like, well, maybe something, maybe y'all know I'm always trying to like look at the glass half full, and maybe some positive will come out of this. But I do got to keep it real. As of right now, nothing's changed. Literally,
No.
nothing has changed because my dad all the time. He's always fighting with the insurance for all of his medications and stuff,
Uh-huh.
and it's
That's
like.
so
I
scandalous.
know. I'm sitting over here like wait, and especially because he retired now. So because he's retired, he's like he thinks his insurance because they switched it.
Uh-huh.
It's like he's like this is a piece of shit. Like before I would
Because it
just get my
probably is a
meds and
piece
blah
of
blah blah.
shit.
Yeah. So I'm like
Yeah.
it's so crazy. I'm like, this has been a working man for freaking 40 something years,
Literally.
like with the same
I ain't
company,
got no insurance, so I
Yo,
I
I'm
can't
right
get
there with
sick.
you.
Yeah. Stay away from me if you're sick. Don't do it.
For
I literally
real.
my tattoo got infected and I didn't have
Oh, I
insurance.
remember that.
I healed that shit myself.
You know what? I wanted to send you memes. She was kind of going through it when her tattoo healed, and I just could not help but think of Fat Amy. Do you remember when she was in Bridesmaids and she got a
With the
tattoo with
oh
the
my
slug or
god. It
whatever?
wasn't bridesmaid. Was it bridesmaid? Oh, it was
Bridesmaids,
bridesmaids. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
I call her Fat. She wasn't Fat Amy in that movie, but
it
she's
was
still always
saying
Fat Amy
yeah.
to me.
But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe something will come of that. I just thought that was like breaking news or whatever
Yeah, that's
because
kind of
yeah, it was
crazy.
blowing up and I was like, "Wait, out of nowhere?"
Free him.
Speaking of like murders, have you been and I'm gonna keep it real, I'm not fully educated on this, okay? Have you been keeping up with that hold on, I wrote down her name. Lindsay Clancy, is that her name? Lindsay Clancy?
No,
Have
I
you
don't
been
know who
seeing
that
that?
is.
Dude, this case is going viral everywhere because okay, so basically in a nutshell, you guys, I'm saying it, I am not educated on this. I haven't fully read up on it. I haven't fully watched all the TikToks. I've been being seeing like brief portions of it,
Mm.
and this case to me seems mind-blowing. I'm sure by next year there's gonna be some crazy ass documentary about it. So there's this woman who she had 3 kids. She offed them all, and
Oh.
then she tried to off herself. But like,
When did this happen?
I believe it happened in 2023. But obviously,
Oh,
like
recent?
the trials are
Oh,
barely going
yeah. Oh my
on. Yeah.
gosh.
So she was going through postpartum, right? And
Ooh.
so she'd been going to therapists. She was saying that she was having idle thoughts,
Mm.
like of like offing herself and not dealing with her kids and yada yada yada. And she even had called like the suicide hotlines and stuff. Oh shit, I said the word. Damn YouTube. I always get scared. Like YouTube is
You can't
so
say that, huh?
sensitive. It
Yeah.
depends if you're like deep enough in the video, you
Oh, okay.
can.
Are
They're a
we
little
deep
bit more
enough?
lenient. But
Okay,
it's so
good.
crazy. You should be able to talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying, it's like
People are too sensitive. You got to do trigger
Yes,
warnings.
exactly. But anyway, she was having those thoughts,
Yeah.
and I guess like they have even like records of her calling the hotlines and everything, and like everything just kind of like led her wrong. But check this out. They're saying that she offed her kids and then she tried to herself, but she didn't die. And I guess apparently somewhere along the way, like she fell out the window or something because she's like a paraplegic now, literally, but she's alive. Yeah. So
What the
she's like
hell?
literally they're, trying to obviously put her up in jail or whatever. But here's where the thing is everyone's saying that the dad did it is because she was obviously going through some type of like psychosis and stuff. So supposedly he went to go get the meds and she kind of like sent him away, but everyone's like, there's no way. Everyone's like sitting over there doing like the time, like, wait, like this is only 9 minutes from their house. How did she have time to do this and this? Yes.
Oh.
And then here's the thing is, I guess everyone's applauding her attorney because this fool is like top-notch attorney because her psychiatrist had said that, oh no, that I wrote down she hasn't had, is it called pressure talk? I believe that's what it is. There's a clinical term, I guess, for like pressure talk to where people can be pressured into saying something. So she
Oh.
wrote down in her medical records that she did have pressure talk, and she goes, I know what I wrote down, but that's not what I meant. I meant to write not pressure talk because I guess apparently because during her brain like that, they're thinking that the dad convinced her to take the blame for
Oh my
this and that he tried to
god.
offer and then she didn't really like die. And then check
Oh.
this out. So they were saying that these messages were sent from an Apple Watch and they have him at CVS or Walgreens, I forget exactly what it is, holding an Apple Watch in his hand. He was holding an Apple Watch, not
You're
on. Yes. So every
lying.
dude, you should like I said, I know I'm missing so many bits and pieces of this story. a lot of people, the internet is completely divided 50-50. Everyone's like, she totally did it. Like, obviously, there's so many signs, like, she was going to therapy for a while and she was
Yeah.
having these really crazy thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And everyone was saying, too, like, the dad, oh my God. And the dad looks completely sketchy because check this out. He's already remarried. And then just after his three kids,
Mm,
check this out. Hold on. This is the mind blowing part. 3 weeks, I believe. Somebody fact check this in the comments, okay? But I want to say it's 3 weeks after his freaking kids all got offed. He's over there with his new girl hiking and going on like a vacation with her. 3 weeks later. Yes. Yes. Everyone's like, oh, yes. And then if you hear the way that he talks, like he doesn't sound like he's not like sad about it. Like he doesn't sound emotional, nothing. Like he's just nonchalant about the whole entire
he
thing. I'm
did
like,
it.
yes, everyone's,
I know you don't know the whole story, but from
I know.
what I heard from you, I think he did it.
Well,
He
everything that I'm seeing, I'm like, wait, there's just
Yeah, that's
a lot, but it is kind of sad though that she actually said that she did it, and even in the
that is
court
actually
and
really
everything, like
sad.
she, I guess, like I guess as soon as she became like conscious or whatever, she said that she did it. Like she immediately took the guilt. But a lot of people were saying who are like psychiatric professionals that like yeah, people who have like these types of mental conditions who are going through postpartum that are going through a certain part of like psychosis or something, like yeah, you could
Oh my
just say some shit,
gosh.
and they're thinking that the husband like basically brainwashed her into taking the blame for it. So this case, I do gotta say, it is crazy, and I think there's gonna be like a really good documentary. It's also difficult too because like scrolling through TikTok, like my TikTok is very 50-50. Like I see both sides of the story, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So I'm like, you got this side over here to where people are like, oh no, the dad definitely did it, and then the other side it was like, no, she definitely did it because X, Y, and Z, and she's having all these thoughts, and apparently he is on film at the time to where the kids would have, been off, and then she would have, you know what I mean? So it's a really tricky
Oh,
case.
I'm gonna
And
have to look into
oh yeah,
that
yeah, I'll be sending you
one.
TikToks, girl, so that way we could do like a more informed conversation about it because it is very interesting. But
That's so sad.
it is, well, it's sad for the kids too,
Yeah,
especially. But then, like,
R.I.P.
my whole thing is like, say for example, if the mom really did do it, why is the dad so nonchalant? Like everyone's saying, like, okay, say for example, the mom really did do it, like he clearly didn't want to be a dad, like.
Obviously, yeah, obviously.
Oh, and supposedly, oh, by the way, oh my God, you
What?
should look it up. His new girl looks just like her, looks just like the mom. So everyone's like, this is weird. And supposedly she's pregnant
Yeah.
now. She's pregnant.
With
Yes.
the
With his freaking kid.
Okay,
That's I'm
see,
like, this is
that's
weird. Like, it's just really, everyone was saying it's giving like Chris Watts, Do you know
Oh,
Chris Watts?
yes. Oh,
Did we talk about him last week?
no.
Oh, did you
Mm.
see that he's getting married? Who
Wait,
wants to?
what?
He's getting married. A
Who
girl on
would
the
marry
outside.
that piece of
Yes.
shit monster?
Everybody was saying, they're bashing the girl online. They put all her information
She's
out there and
sick.
everything. Yes,
She's
everyone's like,
sick.
he literally killed his wife and his
And
daughters
stuffed them
and in
in
like
the
a water
oh,
tank or
in a
something.
small
Yep.
Oh
Yes, everyone's like,
my.
what's wrong with you? Oh my gosh. Stay tuned to my main channel, y'all, but let me, a little spoiler alert right here. You know that Ash Trevino had said that she wanted to be with him, that she thought he was hot? Yes. 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 Ash Trevino
I
literally said, and I just got the
no
clip. She literally
comment.
just said it again. She goes, look, he's getting married now, and you guys wanted to bash me just because I thought he was hot, and I said I would get with him. I'm like, you have two daughters. Are you okay? Like, I just
Mm.
I just want to know what clicks through. And a lot of people were bringing this up, like, what is it about some women that find murderers hot? Like, what is that? Like, I'm so confused. Like,
No. No.
this girl's crazy though. I'm like, how are you gonna go and marry this
You want to
man?
know who Casey Anthony though?
Oh,
If I
hey, did you
ever
see when
see
she was at a
her, it's
bar and
on
someone like
site.
threw a drink at
Oh,
her and
I
stuff?
would have. It would be on site with her.
You know
I
who we
would
should be on site with Casey Anthony? Whoever was on the jury, okay? Because they're the ones that found her not
on site with
guilty.
everybody.
Yeah, I'm
Like, what
all.
are y'all? That's. But if I ever see Casey Anthony, this is a warning to you. Okay, if I ever see you, if I run across you, it's on site.
Dude, you know what's so crazy though is the amount of evidence against her, and they found her not guilty. I'm like, what? Even the parents were like, she looks guilty. Like her own parents were like against her. Her own parents don't even talk to her
Mm-mm.
now. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
what do
She's over
you?
here at bars and
Yes, going out willy nilly. She was at Disneyland. People saw her at Disneyland and stuff. I
literally.
was like, what is this? Is weird. Okay. Anyways, y'all, next hot topic. Okay, I briefly just want to talk about this just because kind of like a little update, but I'm like, I don't like talking about this. But did you see that Perez Hilton's kids were signed over to his mom?
Oh, they were?
Yeah, so she has legal
I heard
custody now.
multiple different stories that they were in the house, they weren't in the house.
The sister, so the official report came out. So they were at first in the house, but then his sister was there and took them out, like
And then
before.
I heard that he ran out the house and he was all bloody
Yeah,
outside. So they
that's what
saw.
so while she was packing the kids up in the
The
car, like
kids
he
saw.
ran out. So he was in his room and she was like, "Oh my god, like he's acting crazy. He's acting crazy. I
Yeah.
gotta get the kids out there." So yeah, I guess apparently they saw him because oh my god, allegedly he ran out there like in the news and
Yeah, that's what
stuff.
I
Like
heard.
yeah.
And they saw that. Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm not trying to be mean because everybody does deserve rehabilitation, but I kind of hope that he doesn't gain custody of them at least for a couple years because I feel like he has to show some type of mental
That's
stability.
traumatic
Yeah.
that you traumatize your
Well,
children.
and
You don't.
especially because didn't you say that like one of them's like 13
They're like
now?
10, 11, and 13, if I believe. Fact check me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's girl. That's the age they're gonna remember everything. Like it's not like they're 2 years old. You know what I mean? Because at
Yeah.
like two, you're not gonna remember shit. But like you know what I mean? It's like what's.
And when did she call the cop? Like, when did she call
I
the
think she
cops?
called them immediately.
Then why was he online for 30 minutes?
I don't know. I guess that's why he was in the room. Well, she was like saying, "Oh hell no, he's going through it or whatever."
So he was on
Or maybe he
live.
went back, or maybe he went on live. Maybe he was on live and then like stopped. I don't know. Cause I saw I did watch the clips before he did all that, where he was clothed and everything, and I was like, oh, he's on one. Oh, and they had said that he was on drugs. Yeah, it had came out now that he was on drugs. So that's because even also I was telling my dad about this like situation. He goes, "There's no way that he was not on drugs to be doing that to himself and like or himself and like I don't know if he's a they them. You know what I mean? So how you doing that to yourself and not feeling it? You know what I mean? Why do I keep saying yourselves? Like what the hell? Like the
You're too
hell's wrong?
woke.
Oh damn! I'm
Oh
like, why do
my
I keep saying
God.
that? What the hell? But
That's
yeah,
so. That's
I feel bad though. But like the
though.
kids shouldn't.
No,
But
no.
that's why I said luckily the mom,
Look,
his
yeah.
mom, already had stepped in and got legal custody as of right now. So I guess she's like the legal guardian right now. But
That's terrifying. Those poor
he
kids.
needs help. But I want to know. Okay, I'm just so intrigued by this to know. Like, I guess apparently the sister had said that since he had gotten sepsis in March, that like his mental health just
He was like a Jesus thumper now,
yeah,
right?
literally. Well, he was going on
Yeah.
live, and I saw the clips of him like reading Bible verses and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, how does that go from so you almost die of sepsis, you turn into a holy roller, and then you're doing drugs? I'm just like these steps to me are just bizarre, like just so bizarre. Like, what led to that?
I also heard that because he moved from Vegas to
Oh yeah, you guys said that.
Miami,
Yeah,
and they said that he wasn't adjusting well because in Vegas, he was like a little local celebrity, and they would like roll out the red carpet for him. He would get special treatment.
she
But
don't
in
remember what she
Miami,
said on last week's
oh, I said
episode.
that exact thing.
This is exact.
That's what I
Mhm.
do. I be repeating
See,
myself.
she be on edibles all the damn time. I'm just playing. I always say edibles, and I don't. Do you even have edibles ever? No, huh? You just smoke blunts.
Hmm.
Well, whatever it is. But yeah, all I know is don't let him around them kids. I'm
No,
sorry, because that's
no.
just not gonna end well, And I think that he's gonna have to pass some like freaking psychiatric evaluations, and even at that too. I'm sorry, but I think like it's gonna take some time. You know what I mean? Not no 3 months. It's like
No,
no, because
no. You need to stay away for a couple years.
yes. One last hot topic, and I was so curious to know your take on this. This is oh my god, why do I keep turning this on? I was so curious about this because I'm like, whoa, this is another the internet's divided type of thing here.
Mm.
Is did you see that lady that went viral for the surrogacy? It was like all over.
I heard something about that she's getting sued for something.
So okay, so this family or this mom and dad had hired a surrogate, okay? And once again, I don't have all the facts on this. I didn't read everything, okay? I'm gonna
Mm.
keep it real with you guys. I pretty much just read like the headlines and
You
then
go from there.
in just the description box.
It
Normally I click
works.
on the whole article, but if you all have been watching my main channel this week, so much has happened.
Really?
I have not been able to keep up with the
Oh my
drama. Like,
gosh.
dude, like Santos getting arrested, freaking
Oh
Brown
yeah, I
Olsen's
wanted
both
to
their baby
ask.
daddies both got
Oh my
arrested. Like, yes,
god. Yeah, I was gonna ask you
Astravino
about
losing her
that.
mind. I'm like, because they did a whole Netflix documentary about freaking Astravino. Yes, I'm like,
What?
just so much has gone on this week
Oh
that I
my
haven't been able to keep up
god.
with everything. So I have not been able to read all the details. But basically, what I know from it in a nutshell is this family from Texas, obviously hired this woman as a surrogate, and I believe that she is from Alaska, okay? And during, their doctor's appointments, they had found out that this baby is going to have like really bad health condition. I believe it's something with the heart, but I don't want to say that because I could be
Mm.
wrong. But some type of health condition that it's going to affect their life. Like
Oh, okay.
it's they're going to be having to go through treatment and they're going to be having to have,
Yeah.
medications and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And on top of that too, have a high risk of potentially
Just
passing away.
not a good life.
Exactly. So they decided to say that they wanted to have an abortion.
Okay.
Will, the surrogate, was like, absolutely not. Like she went over to Texas because I guess it's
Wait.
I guess Alaska is a damn, I'm gonna get this wrong. Like you can't have abortions in Alaska, but in Texas, sorry, yeah, you can have abortions in Alaska, but in Texas you can't.
Oh, so that's why she went to
So she
Texas.
went to Texas and had the baby. She went to Texas and had the freaking baby against the parents' will. So even though the child is not biologically hers, she had the kid. So they're like, wow, we wanted to have an abortion because this baby's gonna have a, bad life or whatever. But here's the thing. So a lot of people were commenting, and a couple of people were saying, my baby was born with the same condition. My kid is 8 years old now and completely fine, So everyone's kind of like,
It
what?
don't
But then everyone's saying that
matter.
baby is not biologically hers, and if you're the surrogate, like, you're still gonna get
You don't
paid, but
sign contracts?
yeah, that's
That's
what I said too.
not.
I was talking to Rosa about this, and I go, I'm very
There's not a
confused
thing,
because
nothing in place
yes,
there when
I was like, if you were having a surrogate, wouldn't you have the topic of conversation of, hey, like, would
I
you
would
have an
have
abortion? Would you
all
like
grounds covered,
cover?
all the loophole.
I would
Whoa,
think abortion
that's
would be on there because I guess a lot of people too do have test before a baby is born to see if like they have Down syndrome or something, and a lot of people may decide to terminate their pregnancy, which is fully their right to do so. So everyone was like, what the hell, like this woman, so I guess apparently I don't know if she's like getting sued or fined or something, but now I guess that baby is like legally signed over to that parents because that's their kid, you know what I mean? So I was like so indifferent
oh
about
no, I would sue
this.
the shit out of her.
Dude, isn't it crazy that she literally had the balls to go from
Mm-mm.
Alaska to Texas just to
Oh
have the
my
freaking baby?
god.
Because I guess apparently, okay, you guys, this is where I said I didn't read the whole thing, but I guess apparently, while she was in Alaska, because it is a pro-abortion state, apparently, I don't know, allegedly, I don't know. That's the way the wording sounded, okay?
Yeah.
I guess that because that baby is legally theirs, that they could force her to have it, but I guess that's why she took her ass to Texas to have the baby,
Oh my
to where, nope,
god.
not gonna have an abortion. I was like,
Oh, she's
but can
messed
you
up for
imagine if you
that.
did that? Imagine if you were the parents and you're like, are you kidding
Mm-mm.
me? Like now I'm gonna have this kid who could potentially be going through.
Even if the baby was healthy, like if you didn't want the baby, you change your mind. If you're not ready, you're gonna resent the baby. Like if
I
that
said as long as she's
happened,
getting compensated, you know what I'm saying? Because these women who do the surrogacy or whatever, they're like compensated. Like
yeah,
I heard they be getting paid like freaking
they
almost
be getting
200
paid a
grand,
lot. Well, I mean, they should carrying a
For
little
nine
thing in.
months. For 9 months.
I couldn't do it.
Can't
Couldn't
drink,
be
can't
me.
smoke for 9 months. Can't do heroin for 9 months. What the hell? I'm just
My
kidding.
fentanyl.
Not the fentanyl. But yeah, I was like, dude, this to me is intriguing. I'm telling you, I was reading
That's
the comments and
wild.
it's like one comment saying good for her, one comment's like, what the hell's wrong with her? Like it's 50-50. You know what I mean? It's a very
Oh, I
divided
have to go and
topic.
say what the hell's wrong with her. That's
Well, I was sitting there thinking about like if I was the parents, I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Because what if
yeah.
the baby was? I understand there are people out there who have had kids that have that same condition and they grew up completely fine and they got healed, and I
But
get
it
that. But
doesn't
it doesn't matter. One,
matter.
two. What if it's the opposite?
Yeah.
What if
What if it's
it's
not the
and
case?
then can we think about this too? Like, can you just imagine that? Like, so okay, they're getting the baby
But if she wanted
treatment.
the baby so bad, why don't she keep it herself?
Exactly.
Yeah, you want the damn thing, keep it.
Yep. Um, can you just imagine though, like if you ended up having a kid and you're going through like
I'm not imagining that.
a treatment. Well, just imagine, okay, for the sake of the story. And can you imagine? It's like that's your kid. You're obviously gonna end up freaking falling in love with your kid, and then imagine they're like 5 years old and pass away. Like
Yeah,
like
that's rough.
that's traumatic. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm
like,
not trying to deal with that.
oh, this is a rough
That's
situation.
crazy.
Yes.
Damn.
Anyways, y'all, let us know your guys' thoughts about that. Because that is a divided one.
Yeah.
And y'all, our main topic of today, talking about Drew Afualo.
Is
That's a
that how you say
divided
her
one
last
too.
name?
I think
I've never been able to
so.
say her
I think it's Afuelo. I'm pretty
Afuelo.
sure. You guys, the internet, oh my God, my whole entire feed is blowing up about this situation. And I will keep it real. Obviously, I'm a very opinionated person, but sometimes I feel like people have asked me before, for example, what do you think about trans women in women's restroom? I go, I don't use the women's restroom. Why do I like what like what
Why
is
would you give a fuck?
yeah,
Like,
right?
what
I
the
was
hell?
like, I don't feel like I have a
That's
say in
funny.
that. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because
yeah.
it doesn't affect me. I will say this: I don't like when I go out with my auntie Manea. Like you guys, my auntie Manea, like full blown looks like a man, and she's freaking the same height as me. We're both 6'2". We're big. A lot of
Yeah.
people are like, they don't know that she's even a woman. So when we go out, because she is uncomfortable going to the women's restroom, I'll be like, come with me to the men's. So she
Yeah.
goes with me to the men's restroom. You know what I mean? She just goes to the
Yeah.
stall. No one gives a shit. You know what I'm saying? So I will say like about that. If someone's asking me how do I feel about trans men going into the men's restroom, I don't give a shit. I really.
Yeah.
And on top of that too, you guys growing up in West Hollywood, I go to the women's restroom. Like in the gay bars,
It was
gays
yeah, it
go in
don't
the
matter,
women's.
yeah.
She's been in the men's restroom there. Like
Yeah.
it's just that's
It's
just
just
the way it is. Like
yeah.
I don't know. So that's why I'm like when people ask me, I'm like, Why are you asking me that? Just because I'm gay? Like, I don't.
Just 'cause I'm gay?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't feel like I have a say in that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this whole entire situation, if you guys have not seen, so I guess apparently on her podcast, she had a guest on there who is, I know I'm gonna get canceled from this immediately from the jump, okay? Who is a non-binary lesbian. I've talked about this before.
Hold up. Hold up.
Go ahead, girl. I feel like you're reading my mind. Go ahead.
Non-binary lesbian.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me your thoughts on that.
That's just
It's an oxymoron.
Yeah.
It's an oxymoron.
You're seeking attention.
Yes. And this is where I say, like, I am so open, and I've talked about this before on the podcast too. Like, I actually do understand non-binary. I get it.
Yeah.
So I'm not one of those people.
But how are you gonna be a non-binary?
Lesbian means woman attracted to woman. So if you're saying you're non-binary, that means you don't identify with one gender, but then you're gonna claim to be a non-binary lesbian.
Yeah, like you said, oxymoron.
Yeah, it's just it's quite literally the definition of an oxymoron, and that's why I'm sitting over here like, wait, like at that point, then consider yourself to be what's the word? Oh my gosh, it's something with a P. Polyamorous means multiple partners. It starts with a P. It means that you like anything. They came up with the whole sexuality of it. It's fuck, it's gonna bother me now.
I know.
Is it polyamorous?
No.
So polyamorous means multiple.
Multiple.
Are you sure?
I think so.
Damn. Okay, now you guys, I'm gonna have to Google this because now it's gonna bother me. Like, it's something with a P though. I know for a fact. Okay, I'm gonna type in sexuality that starts with a P. Sexuality that starts.
It's gonna be a big old list because there's so
with
many.
A P. Okay, let's just pansexual.
Oh yeah, they like the pans. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you're non-binary, why don't you just say you're pansexual? Like, this is where I say not everything is for everybody, because the fact that you want to be labeled as non-binary lesbian is just confusing. Okay.
Very confusing. I personally, you do call yourself whatever the hell you want.
But just don't get mad at people if they.
Yeah, because I don't know what the.
Yeah.
I personally don't care, but you can't get mad if you're presenting as something and you get called what you're presenting as.
Yeah.
Don't get mad at me. Yeah. If he's over here telling me he's a trans woman and you look like this, and I call you a man, you can't get mad at me.
Because there is a certain group of people out there that do that. But those are the attention seekers, and honestly, I have to
hold up. I always say, in every group of people, it don't matter race, if gardeners, people who bicycle, people who hike, in every group of people, there's gonna be the people that make your group look bad. They're the loudest people, and they make everybody look stupid in your group.
Well, so let me call this out as a member of the LGBT community, okay? I think that people like that honestly should be freaking called out and reprimanded because they make the whole community look bad. Because I do think, and it's so crazy, I saw this person having this online discourse about, wait, I feel like 10 years ago, gays were way more accepted than they are now. And I go, yeah, it's because everybody wanted to be 87 different freaking genders and all these. And I'm like, they're making it
I literally
hard.
saw a TikTok video and this, they were frog.
See, we have a mental
once again,
illness at
like,
that point.
do what you want, but you can't expect me. I'm not gonna call you fraud. Like, what?
Well, this is what I say, and people are not ready for this conversation. This is how you know we're way too privileged in America, is because you're sitting over here trying so hard to be different, and on top of that,
everybody's different now, so you're all the same.
Exactly. And then on top of that too, I feel like we've really reached a point where everyone wants to be a victim. Everybody wants to be a victim. It's just like,
oh my god,
what's going on here? But anyways, we're getting a little bit off topic here. So about the podcast, okay? So Drew Afualo had a non-binary lesbian on there who she had said that she believes that trans women have a more beautiful understanding of womanhood than natural born women. And Drew quite literally said, I agree. And she's trying to backpedal on that now because now she made it
said, if you watch the clip, I didn't say anything.
She literally said, I agree.
Girl, just acknowledge what you said.
Exactly. Yeah. And then, hey, if that's your opinion, stand 10 toes down on it. But can I say this? Okay, I don't know if you ended up seeing her TikTok to where, I know you said you blocked her.
I've been blocked her. I had to unblock her to do my homework. Oh, okay. Yeah, literally.
So she made this I thought was crazy.
What did she do?
So she made her like, I don't even say it was an apology video because, okay, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself.
She made two, right? Yeah.
Yes. So she talked about the situation and she tagged trans women within the chat. And then did you see the first person she tagged was like, I'm not friends with her.
Oh my God. No, I didn't see that.
Yes, I believe her name is like Doc TS Doc Batty or TS Doc
Oh, that's
something. Okay, you guys can look at
hilarious.
Drew's. It's the first one she tagged, and she made a post, and she goes, "What she's doing right now is dangerous. She's making the situation way worse." And
Literally, just
she
shut
goes,
your
"Yes." She literally
mouth.
goes, "We're not friends." She goes, "We've talked before on social media,
Oh
and that's
my
it, but we are
god.
not friends."
She's over
Yes.
here just throwing trans women's
Yes.
names like,
Yes.
oh, I know a few. Oh my
Yes, that's why I
gosh.
was sitting over here like, what? And everyone's saying like it's because she's trying to do anything but accept responsibility for what she said is that she's offended a lot of women because you guys, I want to point this out there, obviously, as you know, a freaking gay guy, and I know I'm not a woman, but this is just my opinion because I see it day in and day out. A lot of women do not like being called cis women, and it's crazy to me that trans women all of a sudden now don't like to be called trans women. But then you want to go and label a natural born woman cis woman, so it's like you don't want to label, but then you're gonna go and give a label.
Dude, I
So
can't. First of all, I don't care what the hell nobody calls me. If you're not paying my bills, if you're not,
yeah,
can you say fuck?
yeah, we're deep in.
Okay, if you're not paying my bills, fucking me, or doing anything for me, I don't care. But it's so wild that
Yeah.
they don't want to be called trans women. They want to be called women and blah, and then they want to put a label on people. Like if you don't want to be called something,
Why
if
would you do it to
call,
someone
yeah,
else?
if I told you don't call me cis women, you're not gonna get mad when I call you a man.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get mad when I call you a man because you're not respecting me, so I'm not gonna respect you.
Well, also, and so here was like the main discourse of this is and I mean literally thousands of women got out there calling Drew out is because they're like, how could a trans woman have a more beautiful
She
understanding of
should have said. She
womanhood?
should have said a different. She should have said trans women have a different view of womanhood or something.
Well, of course,
Change
yeah.
change that word. Why are you gonna say more
Beautiful,
Like,
because everyone was saying, well, trans women can't give birth, they don't have periods, they don't like. There's so many things that natural born women.
Yeah, and then did you hear like some trans women? They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm on my period," because they're.
Yeah,
Are
and then
you
well,
like? Oh, hold up. So this is my whole thing. You never see any of these fusses from the men.
trans men.
You never see anything from
saw-
trans men because they used to be women, and women are
Women.
always beautiful, perfect angels, right? But the trans men, the trans women, they used to be men, and men always cause fucking problems.
Wait, hold on. So I saw someone's viral TikTok of this, and I go, I didn't even think about this.
What?
They said, why is it that trans women are fighting to be in women's sports, but you don't ever see a trans man fighting to be in man's sports? I was like,
Because at the end of the
wait. I was
day,
like,
at the end of the
wait.
day, that trans woman, you were born a man, and
Yeah.
you still have that man in
Mentality.
you. Yeah, like just shut up.
You know what's really crazy? I can say this because I always say like on video is sometimes I feel like freaking bi gender in the brain because sometimes I really do looking at a situation. I go, well, I have a very feminine outlook on this. You know,
Yeah.
like I have different. I think I have more feminine feelings, but then there are sides where I'm like. I'm inherently like when we go out and everything. It's like, girl, you know me. Like I take charge. I'm
He's the
here.
man when we
yeah,
go
you know
out.
what I mean. I'm
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
inherently like a man. Even though sometimes when I think about emotional topics, and I mean emotional in every which way, I sometimes have a more feminine mindset. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I understand what you're saying because people are gonna be like, you're transphobic for saying that. You
Say
know?
call what
Yeah.
you want. I don't give a
Hey, no,
F.
I said this before on my main channel. I said I'm at the point in my life to where I'm racist, I'm a transphobic, I'm a
TERF. I
homophobic,
learned
I'm a
TERF.
turf.
Yeah,
I still don't know
learned that.
exactly what that means. I
It's-
know she said it's
It's
like
a straight woman feminist who doesn't include trans people in their feminism.
oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was
Something
like,
like
I
that.
heard her saying turf a lot, and I was like
I learned
like
that.
grass?
That's why I literally but
That's
yeah,
why I
I
was like, I
looked
don't
it
know
up
what that
and
shit means.
nope, it's literally
My thing is if you get out there and you make a comment, one, either stand 10 toes down on it and be like, I said what I said and that's how I feel, because then everyone could just be like, well, I disagree with you and that's it. But if you are having a huge majority of people come out and say, I found this offensive, I
Yeah.
didn't like that you said
yeah.
this, you know?
And it's the audience. She's offending the audience that she's
yes, they're all female.
backed her.
Yes,
Like, what-
yes.
that's the reason
her very
why you're
own followers. Yes, or
famous.
her very own
That don't
followers
make. She
are
just
mad.
needs to shut up. Shut up.
Well, or just take a little bit of accountability then, because if she does feel bad for what she
I don't think she will. So at this point, she
No.
needs to shut up.
So she made her podcast, and I've only seen clips of it. I didn't
I
watch
didn't even
the
know
full
she
podcast.
made a full. She
I'm
made
gonna watch
another podcast after
addressing it now. It barely came out
oh
like
my
yesterday
gosh.
or 2 days ago. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna watch the whole thing because I want to see. But from the clips that I saw, she's still going on calling everyone alt right, everyone MAGA,
we were
everyone
bots.
turf.
Everyone,
like,
yeah, she said we were all the people who didn't agree with her. We were bots.
Yes.
yeah.
And I'm sitting over here like, y'all know a lot of people disagree with me day in and day out. Hello, this is what I do for a living. I
Yeah.
give my freaking opinions on the internet, and I'm like, okay, me is if I firmly believe in my opinion, then I'm like, okay, you could disagree with me. I still feel that way.
Yeah.
So I feel like she should get out there and be like, I said what I said. I stand by it. I think it is more beautiful. And then at that point, obviously, those who were offended by her could be like, all right, girl,
Peace
block,
out.
delete,
Yeah,
like I'm
do what you do,
unsubscribing.
yeah.
But it's kind of like she's kind of like going back and forth on it, and it's kind of like, well, girl, what? But I do think this, you guys. I just want to put this out there. Like, I grew up, like, when I was hanging out with Jay and all the T girls. You guys, I grew up around people who were proud to be trans women,
Yeah.
and something shifted to where
They're
they
not
don't like to be called
exactly.
trans women.
They
And I'm like,
literally had the T Girl
what?
Tuesday.
T Girl
Yeah, and
Tuesdays,
it was
yes.
fun
That's
as
so funny you say that because I
hell.
always would tell them too. I'm like, we always used to go to T Girl
Yeah, and it was,
Tuesdays. Like,
and they were like, trans women were very proud to be trans women,
yes.
and like, to me, trans women are women. I don't disagree with that. I don't.
But it's a separate category of woman.
But it's
You know what I mean?
yeah, you don't have the same experience as me. I'm sorry. You have a
Yeah.
different, but it doesn't make you any less of a woman.
Exactly. And that's the way I feel too. That's the way I see it too. But that's why I just get a little bit pressed when people are so, I guess, offended to be a trans woman. When I'm like, you got to be proud of who you are. You know what I'm saying? Be
Exactly.
proud of who you are. And my whole thing is too is also we do got to listen to women. Like, why is it that women are getting freaking exiled and cut out? And like, okay, so I started seeing like all these athletes who started speaking out about like trans women in their sports, and I go, well, we should listen to them. They're the ones.
They're
It's
the
called the
ones in the
WNBA for a
yeah.
reason. You know what I'm saying? It's the softball women's league for a reason. Like, we got to listen to all of these voices. And you know what my whole entire thing is I really do feel like if natural born women, speaking about like trans women in sports, if natural born women don't want to compete with somebody who was, you know, originally born as a man, then this is where I think that there needs to be a whole separate category. I think
If
this
they
is
have the Special Olympics,
yes,
they can literally
yes,
do a trans Olympics, and it
yes,
shouldn't be a big issue. It shouldn't be
yes.
like
That's exactly what I said. Wait, like, so that way everybody's included. Like, why can't we
literally.
have our own? So that way everybody's happy. Like, I'm not really understanding these things because people obviously, I understand where the natural born woman is coming from because I truly believe in my heart and my soul, okay, and low key probably science too, is I believe that if I was to transition today, you could put me in a boxing ring with someone who, a natural born woman who weighs the same
And
as
you
me.
would take them out, no matter
I think I'm
how.
still gonna take
Yeah,
them. You
yeah,
know
no
what I
matter
mean?
how much. What is it? The women estrogen.
Estrogen,
Yeah, like you're
yes,
still
yep.
gonna have your test. You still gonna knock a bitch out.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, we gotta listen to women. And I felt like during this whole entire thing, because y'all know me at the end of the day, I'm sorry, but like I just ride or die for my girls. Like you know me. All I've been surrounded by my whole life is girls. Like that's all.
Very true.
So I feel like at the end of the day, and especially Drew being a woman, like I understand you want to be inclusive to trans women, absolutely as she should. But then if you're
Yeah.
getting called out by all the women, why don't you try
You
to
should
take
rethink what you're like
yes.
spewing out because
Because people are obviously offended by this.
yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
what are you talking about?
What
Also,
happened?
they were bringing up this clip and I was like, whoa,
Whoa.
this was really bad. I to be honest with you guys, I kind of thought this was worse. I guess apparently she had did this episode because now I will say this. I hate that when somebody gets canceled,
Oh, they
they
go
start
digging.
digging everything. I'm
Yeah.
like, that didn't bother you last year. Why is it now? So I hate that shit because it just seems like you're doing this shit to be performative, you know?
Yeah.
But they brought up this clip to where I guess apparently when she was a little girl,
Mm.
that she mentioned this on a podcast too with Brittany Broski and everything too. And I really like Brittany Broski. You know what
Oh, the
Brittany Broski?
kombucha girl?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I freaking love her. So they brought up this clip to where I guess apparently she was a kid and she was playing with this neighbor girl and she was like, she's a freak. She was weird. Like she was talking shit about my dolls or whatever. And she had said that her dad killed her. Yes. And I'm like, she's on the
What the
podcast calling her a
fuck?
freak and calling her weird. And everyone's
And
like,
then followed it up with saying that the dad killed the little girl.
yes, yes. And then she literally says,
What?
oh, damn, I forgot what she said. She was basically saying like, no humanity given. What, like she kind of like made like shunned it or whatever. And I was like,
And the little girl's dead.
yes.
Oh.
And you know what? Everyone was sitting over here saying, yeah, you're probably thinking that she was weird because her dad was freaking abusing her and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Oh my
I was like,
god.
wait, no one called her
I
out
think
for
that's
that?
worse.
I think that's worse
Oh my
too.
god.
I was sitting over here like that clip. I'm gonna show you the clip actually right now.
Oh my
I was like,
gosh.
oh, that's kind of bad. Like maybe it was taken out of context. I didn't watch the full podcast. I'm a firm believer in watching the full thing. Okay, so I'll do my due
But
diligence
how do
and
you
I'll
take
watch.
something like that out of context?
That's what I said too. I was
don't
like, how do you say that out of
know.
context? Like she quite literally within the same couple of sentences said that she's a freak, she's weird or whatever for making fun of her dolls, and then come to find out her dad offed her. Yeah, I'm like, oh
Okay.
girl, yeah. Anyways, you guys, this was obviously a very deep topic of conversation. And look, at the end of the day, people, in my opinion, are so quick to label people as racist, transphobic,
Literally.
all of these things. And this is where everybody needs to be comfortable having open conversations and stop labeling people as racist, homophobic, transphobic, just when you're sitting over here having an open conversation, because people have really taken away the power of the word transphobia. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or racist. Everyone now,
Oh,
did you know,
yeah.
I don't know if I've told you like a few years ago, they literally were calling me racist because I disagreed with a black woman. Because I called out Jackie Aina because what she did was shady as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sitting over here like, wait, we
That's
can't disagree
funny.
with a black woman now. I'm like, what the hell? What's like? I don't like. It's crazy to me how people have used these words so willy nilly now that
They
everyone
have
is.
no meaning.
Yes, they really
Yeah.
have no meaning. And I'm sitting over here like, you guys, like, everyone's sitting out here calling, well, Drew being one of them, calling everyone freaking transphobic. And then the girl, I forgot to say, oh, sorry, not the girl, the person, the non-binary lesbian, got out there and said, everyone getting out there and, like, bashing Drew right now, I just have to say, maybe you're racist. So now it's like when you disagree with her,
What?
that's literally how I was called racist, by disagreeing with this beauty influencer for being
First of all,
shady.
I saw a lot of Samoans. Like once I unblocked her, I got all the videos.
Yeah.
Apparently, Samoans don't like her.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I saw like 2 or 3.
But I saw a lot of black
videos.
women calling her out. So I'm sitting over here like, okay, like,
So yeah. So what is?
girl, that's what I sit here and say. I'm
Oh
like,
my
I'm so tired.
God.
Everybody has now used these things as like a, a self defense mechanism to be like, you're racist,
to
you're homophobic.
victimize
Yes,
themselves.
it's kind of like if I cut somebody in line and then they start talking shit to me and I'm like, you're homophobic. It's like, what
That's
the hell?
yeah.
Like, people have now weaponized these terms, and it's
People
like,
just I can't.
we're living in some weird times,
That's
y'all.
too much.
This is why everyone should just get drunk and go to the casino. I'm just saying.
That's our plan.
Anyways, you guys, that is it for today's episode. We're
Okay,
transphobic.
sis.
We're with a C though.
The C.
With a C, girl.
Not the
Get
James
it
Charles
correct.
one,
Yeah. I just want to end this out by letting you guys know we are TERFs. We are alt-right. We are MAGA supporters. Actually, I got us both Trump hats we're gonna wear right now. And then on top of that too, we are not feminist.
No.
We hate women.
I'm a misogynist.
Yes, yeah, I'm misogynistic too.
Mhm.
Okay. So I just want to let everybody know that.
I
Okay?
don't rescue the dogs.
Yeah,
I
screw the
kick
dog.
them. I kick them.
Yeah, you know what? Let's take them to Yulin, okay?
Who's that?
You know Yulin? That's when they
No.
do that festival every year in China where they eat the dogs.
Oh,
You never heard of that?
no.
Girl, you're a
stop.
dog
I don't
rescuer and
want-
have you never heard of
No, I try to stay off internet.
Lisa Vanderpump has like a whole march and everything for anti-Yulin. I believe it's Yulin. Watch me getting the freaking name wrong, but I think it's called Yulin. I'm pretty sure.
I understand why people eat dogs. Like
I know.
I
heard
get
that-
it.
Yeah.
I get it. But
I had a full conversation. So I used to work with somebody who was Muslim at Mac, and she is the person who opened my eyes. Okay, because she was talking about like how she goes, I don't quite understand how people are so anti like eating dog in other countries when that's just their custom. Because in India they don't eat cows. That's their sacred animal.
yeah.
And as soon as she told me that, I was like, oh.
I get it.
I was like, I get it. And here we are,
get it.
eating
Yeah.
cow. Luckily, I have been vegetarian now for in September will be 9 years. 9
Okay.
years. So bam.
I tried it, but I need the protein.
She actually did it for a long time.
I
too.
did, but yeah, I got my weight loss surgery, and they said you need protein.
Protein
so-
now, yeah. Anyways, by the way, obviously I was joking at the end. I was beating everyone to the punch because I already know people are gonna be like, "You're this, you're that," and it's like, shut the fuck up.
Literally, like I said, my life motto is: if you're not fucking me, paying my bills, or doing anything to improve my life, I do not give a fuck what you think about me, what
Yeah,
you
for-
say about me. I don't care.
I finally got to that point because I really do believe, like, up until last
You
year,
didn't grow up a fat girl in the early 2000s, and that's why you didn't grow up.
Yeah, you're right. I grew up a freaking fat guy in the early
guy.
2000s.
Hey, guys have it a little.
My
fat
parents
guys,
sent me to school with a shirt on. If you're fat, you can't kidnap me. Or I'm too fat, you can't kidnap me.
Oh my god!
Remember I told you about
oh
that?
my
I wore it
God,
as a
they
meal,
did,
bitch.
yeah.
My mom got it for me at JCPenney, so she thought it was funny. It was like, haha,
It
you
is
can't kidnap a
funny.
fat kid.
I mean, that is funny.
I'm like, what
That
the fuck are
is
you talking
funny.
about? I
Big
grew up in the darkest
dog.
of dark times. Big dog, you bitch. Oh my god.
That's what I remember you. You had like a blue one. That was the one I remember
I had
you in.
all the
yeah.
big dog shirts.
That's
Do you guys remember
funny.
Big Dog? Oh my god, that's
I
literally
remember
all
you
my
having the
parents
blue
got me
one,
were
yeah.
Big Dog shirts.
Did you shop at the town?
Yes,
center?
the Towns Big Dog. Yes. So embarrassing. That's why I used to
That's
get roasted all the time.
funny.
Fucking Leilani used to roast my ass.
She was
Shit.
big.
She was
Biggest
big too.
I
Yes.
can't stand with fat
Fat
people.
on fat crime.
Fat crime.
Damn. I'm like, we're supposed to be chunky friends together, bitch. In high
Sheesh.
school, we became friends though. So
She was funny though.
that bitch was hilarious.
I wore,
girl.
I think I told this story, but then she called me bananas and pajamas.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll never forget that because I wore pajamas one time.
Yeah, you're like, okay, girl. You're like, it was pajama day at school, girl. Get over
Literally.
it. All right, y'all. That is it for this episode. Make sure you guys sound off in the comments and let us know
Hype it
your
up.
thoughts. Non-binary fairy. If you are still here,
Binary fairy. That's
Yeah.
so cute.
yeah, I know I love her. Seriously,
Oh my
because
gosh.
okay, shout out to her because legit through this podcast, like she would comment and everything, and she's super open. Oh, I'm saying she. Fuck. I'm so sorry.
Canceled. Oh my god.
Okay, what do I say? They. Oh, sorry. They
They.
are so open-minded and so educating. You know what I mean? Without being judgmental.
refreshing.
Yes, exactly. I said.
Sheesh, that's how everybody should be.
Well, because I'm used to, And they even said a lot of times too. I'm only saying she. I'm so sorry because like just by the profile picture, it's female presenting. Sorry. So sorry if I'm offending you, non-binary fairy. You know I love you. I was gonna say girl, but then I'm like, oh, can I say this too? No matter what your gender, I call my dad girl. You know what I mean? Like I'm sitting over here like I'm like
that's like bitch to me. I call everybody bitch. Like
that's why I'm like. But then I'm like, I don't want to be offensive. You know what I'm saying?
right?
But
honestly, it would probably be offensive if you call everybody girl and then you didn't call
because it seems like I'm like excluding,
exactly.
you know. And I'm like, no, I'm being inclusive, girl.
Yeah.
I'm including you in here. But let us know if you are still here. Because low key, I was kind of like overwhelmed with comments and everything last week, so I couldn't keep up with everything. So I hope you're here. Because I really want to know your take on non-binary lesbian. Like I really, that's confusing to me. Because at that point, I would think that you would be pansexual.
Yeah.
And pansexual, I totally understand. Pansexual is the sexual identity of you're attracted to anything.
Yeah.
Period. Point blank. Period. Got it. So you're attracted to non-binary. You're attracted to girls.
That
you're attracted to
makes
men.
sense.
Like I get that. Yeah, but please explain to me on that one because to me, I'm like, it's just not computing in my brain. Yeah. And I'm trying to be educated. Okay.
Was there really a lot of comments, Les?
Yeah, girl, I couldn't keep up. Well, in general, like all throughout, because I'm now back to running 3 channels.
Oh, shit.
I know, so I'm like, I can't keep up. It gets a little hard.
I hyped up the podcast, but I didn't check the comments. I'll go and respond to some
look
comments.
at her, she's using her hypes. Okay. Anyways, that is it for today's episode, and we will catch you guys in next week's episode. Bye.